welcome back to the game room. Another box has been able to grace its presence in here and quickly becoming one of my favorite all-time boxes, the Wizarding Trunk. They always have good artwork. I mean, they make it look like a trunk, hence the Wizarding Trunk. I like it. You see we got a black cat there, a sticker for the tower, fragile magical delivery, a Wolfsbane sticker, and again the delivery, and then on the bottom just some scratches. So even though this is just the bottom, they still put some effort into it, so I like it. So this box feels very heavy on this side, and they're normally jammed packed full of items. So let's see if I can open it without dropping anything out. Oop, we have more artwork on the inside, and there's a little sneak peek, so let's see what we got. So right on top, it seems we have, if I could open this box, it seems we have a t-shirt. It feels very soft. Okay, you're looking at the back. On the front, it says Groundskeeper's Assistant at the breast. So not bad. And then here on the back, looks like we have a logo with a hippogriff and some magical keys, and also Groundskeeper's Assistant. So not bad. It's kind of like a light tan. I mean, I'm wearing a white shirt. You can see it's definitely darker than that. So not bad. It feels very soft. It looks like it'll be nice and big and comfortable. So off to a good start. And now we have a 2-class pin that says Dueling Champion. 2 hands, crossing wands, and the sun and the moon. Well, I guess it's just the moons for the Dueling Club arena. I don't know what they call that platform that they're on. So there it is. Kind of plain for a pin, but sometimes that's okay. They don't always need to be big and gaudy and have moving parts. So nice pin there. Will I do anything with it? Probably not. Okay, and then taking those 2 items out, you can see this box is full of smaller boxes. So we will go with the green right in the middle. Plain green shiny box. See what's on the inside. Looks like this might be our, oh, wow. So it appears to be a green snake hourglass. This is very cool. I like this a whole lot. I like the bright, brilliant green. And then even the sand is a brighter green. And this feels like, this is probably metal and glass probably. And then on the top we have some more snakes and a clock. Same thing on the other side. This will definitely find its way in one of these things. This is I haven't pulled the trigger on getting the actual Noble Collection replica yet, but this is the closest thing that I own to that. And honestly, I don't know that I need to get it now that I have this and a couple of the other small things that I have. Great. So we'll put that, you know what, we'll put that back in its box because I like it so much. I don't want to run the risk of knocking it off my desk with all these other boxes that I'm going to have to find room for. Okay, back out of the way. And then because it was looking right at me, we'll go with the next box, which has an eyeball. And an eyeball looking in a different direction. So it says Dr. Grendel's Enchanted Prosthetics. So is this going to be Mad Eye Moody's eyeball? Oh, we got some polystyrene. It's a good sign. I don't know the theme of this box. So far we have Slughorn's Hourglass and a Groundskeeper shirt. Maybe it's Professor's, because now we have Mad Eye Moody, even though it's not Mad Eye Moody. But, so I'm not sure. I believe this is some sort of ceramic or resin. It has some weight to it. It's definitely solid, but then it has a sticky adhesive thing on the back. So is this like a wall hanger? Am I supposed to like put this on the door as like the eye looking out as people approach? So I think this box is one of the few that still gives a cheat card, so we'll have to see what they say about it. But definitely something you don't see a lot of items made of, so that's right up where I like it. A plain cardboard box, and it feels kind of light, so I don't know what could be in here. Some bubble wrap. Oh, it looks, oh wow. So we have a memory vial full of some light blue liquid. And it says Ogden, September 1925. So I don't think that this is probably, yeah, glued shut. But very cool. I'm getting quite a collection of these things. It looks like they have some shimmering, oh yeah, there, look at that. Some glycerin or something in there shining in the light. Very cool. Wizarding trunk, always coming with some good items. And I would say like the hourglass was a miniature size. This looks life size. I mean, look at that. So I am down with it. And again, I'm worried about breaking it, so I'm going to wrap it back in its bubble wrap, put it back in its box, and set it out of the way until I can figure out what I'm going to do with it. Might have to build another wing onto this game room to put all this cool stuff in. Okay, again, another plain brown box. Heavy on one side, light on the other side. So maybe a potion, but wouldn't that count as our potion? I don't know. Oh, some sort of elixir. Pufferfish eyes, so maybe a potion ingredient. There we go. Okay, wow. So you can see the label, and I can't tell if that is the way the bottle is made or if they've taken the time to paint blobs on there, but I mean, it says pufferfish eyes, and it certainly looks like there is a ton of eyeballs in there, and you can see the glycerin shining in there when the light catches it. So I like the wax seal. It says Pure Blood Apothecary. Their products are always great. The twine around it with the wax seal covering it. This is awesome. I probably said it more than a dozen times, but my potion shelf up there, I have outgrown it at this point. I either need to make a new one or add on to it or something, because I'm getting tons. Most of those up there I made myself before all this stuff was a thing. But I'm getting so many cool potions that I may need to reassess. But coming, I mean, we still got quite a few boxes in there, and they have brought all the good items. So let's see what we have here. Unlocking magic. So look at that nice silver foiling on this black box. Unlocking magic with a keyhole. So could it be a key? I know keys are popular in subscription boxes nowadays. So let's see what we have. Yep, there it is. It is a key. Okay. So it says restricted section, and it definitely has some library shelves with some books, and this little charm is a lantern. I will try to hold them up and we'll see what you see. So those words in this part of the key right here say restricted section. And then you can see the library shelf. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a library shelf with books on it of all different sizes and distinctions. And then here we have a small, if he would stop, a small candle lantern for when Harry sneaks into the restricted section. So it's good quality. It feels like metal, and it's not as overly gaudy as some of those keys are, but I also feel like it's impractical. I don't know what I could do with it. This wouldn't be terrible to keep on a key ring, because it actually is key shaped, and even though it's oversized, the head of it is not so big and chunky and oddly shaped that you couldn't, carry it with you. But no. Well, okay, so we have another pin. I feel like we've gotten a few of these portrait pins, so maybe they're doing a series and I have failed to notice it. So I want to say that this is probably Minerva McGonagall in a portrait. I could be wrong. I think it's an artist rendition. I mean, I like the frame. If I could find a few frames like that to hang up some of the pictures in here, I would definitely do it. But yeah, and again, double clasp on the back, nice big chunky pin. I do like these because I have my little action figure setup, which if I could think about and figure out a way to make a wall in there and I could hang up these pins, they're perfect action figure size for a portrait in the headmaster's office. So that may be, with the collection I'm getting of them, which I have Snape over there and the fat lady, and I think I have one more in a box that is sitting over there on the floor from the last time I opened it, because I just haven't gotten around to doing anything with it yet. But getting quite a little collection of them. So, all right, another plain brown box. This one's taped shut and it's pretty light. So we'll grab our little knife here, see what goodies await us inside. Some polystyrene, and I don't know if it broke off or if that's how it's supposed to be. Can't tell what it is just yet, so we're going to gently pull it out. The only thing I dislike about polystyrene is how easily it breaks. I don't want to break it because I may be packing this right back in it depending on what it is. Looks like a centaur statue. So could this be a representation of Firenze? I mean, that would go along with the theme of Hogwarts teachers. I know he doesn't teach in the movie, but he definitely does in the book. Okay, this is not bad. A nice little metallic statue of a centaur, and it has a little plate that says, "Mars is bright tonight." So, not bad. I could see, this would be right at home if I find room for it. So, I like it. And again, it's items that you don't really see. When have you seen centaur memorabilia? I haven't. So, we'll set that to the side and see if I can't figure out a spot for it. Now we still have one box in there, and then we have looks like there might be two things in here. Maybe, I know we normally get a book cover and maybe a small poster. We'll see what happens. They always package it so well, so I want to be careful that I'm not accidentally ripping anything. Okay, so we're gonna go with this first. Or is it one item? No, there's definitely two items. Okay. So this is our book cover. A History of Magic. And I don't know, you can definitely see it's gold foiled. Lots of runes by Alpheus Levi. So I'm doubting I have the book. They've gone really far into the books that you need for these book covers. But I love it, and they always do a good job with those book covers. So we'll set that to the side and see what else we have. Now this might be, if I have a frame, this might be a replacement for something I already have up here, because this looks way too cool. If I can get it open. So It looks like a map of constellations, and it's definitely gold foiled. And I mean, even on the back, look at that detail to make it look like old parchment. Let me see if I can open it. Yeah, it's written in Latin, Mappa Stellarium, and it definitely has, I don't know if you can tell, but oh yeah, there you go. You can see the constellations are marked out in gold, and then they have an off-white shape in the back. So this is very cool. Now I'm finding a frame this exact size that isn't vertical, and that might be a bit of a challenge, but I think I'm up for it. So very cool. Their book covers and prints are always top notch. That's why this has become one of my favorite boxes. Everything that I've gotten so far has felt like great quality, like you could pull it right out of the movie. I mean, it's definitely paper, but it's heavyweight paper, so it has some weight to it, and it feels like what it should feel like. It doesn't feel cheap. So plain white box. Now I feel like we've got the theme of professors, so this to me, I'm going to guess, looks like a small plate with probably a kitten on it for Umbridge. So I could be wrong, but let's see. Yep, we've got a small plate. And there we go. A small plate with a kitten on it. And as far as small teacup plates go, I actually find this one very interesting. You can see that wavy effect along the outside. That's not usually something I would see on one of these plates. Now, unfortunately, this would not be easy to hang on the wall. It is a real ceramic plate that you could use for a teacup. So to that end, there's not much I can do with it. So while I enjoy it, it will have to go back in the box. Okay, and it looks like we just have a couple of paper items, and we'll see what we have. Okay, so we have our, I think one of these pages was from last time's box, and then we have one from this time's box. So we have M for Merperson and Manticore, and then looks like we have U for Unicorn and Uncthe. So whatever, also known as the Horned Serpent. So that's much easier to say. The Horned Serpent, but I guess it doesn't start with a U, and the Unicorn. So I'll have to break out that binder wherever it is and add these to that collection. And then we have a postcard with looks like Amortentia themed that says "Be Mine" in the middle, and you can see the Amortentia heart-shaped bottle right here. And some cookies, some sweets, some roses. So, and then I think this is a postcard. It says, "For a small fee, a school cupid will sing to your Valentine when delivering." So I assume you could send this as a real postcard. I mean, it looks like any postcard I've seen, but not bad. And then finally, we have the cheat sheet, and it is two-sided, full of stuff. So let's get into this. All right, number one, the History of Magic book cover will fit the third hardback UK edition. Definitely don't have that one. The Centaur statue depicts one of the creatures that have mastered the art of divination. The kitten plate. So, yep. The creature page. The hourglass appears to have the ability to alter time. It has been known to speed it up, slow it down, or reverse it in some cases. The pufferfish eyes, an essential ingredient in potion making when brewing up a solution for swelling. The portrait pen, the brave and courageous professor is the next in the line of our portrait pens. So there is a line, so I guess I can expect more of them in the future. So I may have to figure out how to get a wall up there in Dumbledore's office so I can hang all those up. I think that would look really neat. The magical eye. While we hope you may never have a need for a magical eye, this could come in handy stuck to a door if you're looking to do a bit of spying like one of its last owners. The restricted section key. The star chart, come in handy atop the tallest tower while mapping the sky in astrology. A Valentine's postcard. So yes, we have the groundskeeper assistant shirt. The Vial of Memories. Hand-blown vials were created exclusively and contain a rather peculiar look into the past, September of 1925 to be exact. I am drawing a blank as to what that means, but perhaps I looked it up and it's saying it on the screen. Dueling Champion pin. One of your professors was a dueling champion, so that must be for Professor Flitwick. And then, let's see. The rest are just... The next monthly box theme is Herbology. So those are just some fake advertisements that are on theme. Magical Education at Bogmire University, Deadly Nightshade, Purest of Potions, Ghost for Hire. So, as always, fantastic box from the Wizarding Trunk. Lots of items that I will want to display if I can find the room. Some things may have to get bumped to make room for other things. And I think that's a long time coming, not just what's in this box. I have quite a few boxes with quite a few cool things that I need to find a home for. That isn't just in the closet. So with that, I will be off, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.